Want scary stories? Listen.
There's one rule in New York that almost no one says out loud if you hear someone quietly walking in your apartment at night. It's not always the neighbors upstairs. Emily and James Carter moved into an old brick building in Brooklyn at the end of October, just before Halloween. The apartment was unbelievably cheap, spacious, high ceilings, creaky wooden floors, and huge windows overlooking a narrow street lit by dim yellow lamps. Strangely cheap, Emily said, standing in the empty living room, but James just laughed it off, convinced they had gotten lucky. The first few days passed in the chaos of moving. At night, they listened to the wind howling between buildings and old pipes groaning in the walls. But on the fourth night, everything changed. Emily woke up with the unsettling feeling that someone was watching her. The room was dark, with only faint streetlight filtering through the curtains. James was asleep beside her, and in the corner, near the heavy antique wardrobe, something was there. It wasn't human. Too small, too wrong. Emily blinked and the corner was empty again, but she couldn't fall back asleep. By morning, James blamed stress and imagination, but soon the strange things became real. A coffee mug moved on its own, objects disappeared and reappeared in impossible places. At night, they heard soft, barefoot steps, and the air would suddenly turn ice cold, even with the heat on. One night, they both woke up at the same time. The bedroom door slowly creaked open, even though they always kept it shut. In the silence, they heard heavy, rasping breathing. Something small and fast slipped through the hallway shadows. The next day, James searched the apartment. Behind a false panel in the kitchen wall, he found a narrow, hidden space. Inside, a box, a burned candle, blackened coins, and a small rag doll shaped like a hunched figure. They made a mistake. They threw it all away. That same night, a loud crash woke them. They ran into the kitchen and froze. Everything they had thrown out was neatly placed back on the table. And on the floor, wet footprints, tiny, like a child's, but with long, thin fingers. The mirrors began to crack. Lights flickered, like something was breathing inside the walls. On their last night in that apartment, Emily felt the mattress sink beside her. She opened her eyes. It was sitting there, grey skin, sharp elbows, huge, unblinking eyes filled with emptiness. "You shouldn't have touched what's mine," it whispered, voice like dry leaves. Then it slowly raised a finger to its lips. Quiet. At sunrise they ran. They left everything behind. Weeks later, James returned for their passports. The apartment was silent. On the kitchen table sat the same mug, and next to it a note, written in crooked, broken handwriting. "Now you know some homes aren't built for people." Since then, they never enter old buildings again, and if you hear footsteps in your apartment at night, don't be so quick to blame your neighbors. Maybe someone who lived there 100 years ago still thinks this place belongs to them. Want more stories that give you chills? Subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments, would you stay in that apartment, even for one night?